What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for jumping in to this video today. My name is Danny Coldblood, aka my Music Vidiots. We are in the wonderful world of Grand Theft Auto 5, my fellow friends and mystery hunters. We have a very special, well, not we, just me. I don't know why I said we. I do have multiple personalities, but we're not going to invite them people into this video today. I have a very special video for you guys today. I have some content that I wanted to bring up to you, and I almost want to say I've done this video before. I did it a long time ago. I believe I did, and if I did, I touched on it very briefly. I didn't get too much into it, and it was before there was much proof on the whole sound thing. Now we have a lot more proof brought to the table, and so with that proof, I can bring this information out once again, and it actually backs up another video that I'm going to be coming out with very soon. Fellow mystery hunter and friend slash CHILIAD hunter, Illuminati, aka the dude, has brought up some information to me, as well as Kairos Powers and a couple other guys from the CHILIAD mystery community over at the Xbox Club. So if you're on the Xbox, don't forget to join the club, CHILIAD Mystery. If you're on the PS4, don't forget to join the community solving the CHILIAD Mystery. Anyway, thank you guys for jumping in. Benjamin Rice, Rocky91, you guys that are jumping in right now, thank you so much. I brought up this information a while ago, and like I said, this is going to connect to another video I'm going to do that Illuminati, aka the dude, slash Kairos, slash a couple of the other guys, we have kind of been talking about something to do with peyotes lately. So this video is going to basically have not a part 2, but a follow-up video that's going to be concerning peyotes very heavily, very strongly, and this video has been in the works for months now. It's been something that we really felt strongly about. Then the new DLC came out with the heists, and we kind of didn't know, but then we realized, oh my god, if anything, this is shining a light heavily back on the peyotes. So before I begin, I want to go ahead and show off a couple images. Let's go ahead and start with the new murals that were found, okay? We know that this is what started the CHILIAD mystery, this mural right here, the Mount Chiliad mural. This started the mystery. We knew that there was a mystery from it, okay? And now more than ever, we have most of the pieces in play. We now have a jetpack. We know about the 3 a.m. UFOs and the 100% completion. We know about the Easter egg that is still cracked but not solved, okay? And we have these mysterious X's in the boxes. Now we know on the map, this mural is perfectly in line with this mural, okay? So basically, if you go on the map in the game, you have, this is my file that doesn't have a lot on there, and I bet you I don't have Mount Chiliad. Bad example. Anyway, you have Mount Chiliad, and if you go straight down from Mount Chiliad, you will end up landing over in this area, right on the Chiliad mural. So basically, if you fold the map in half, it's two sides of the same coin. Okay, so I've been saying that a lot every time I bring that up, and there's a reason why, but we'll get to that. Like I said, there's going to be a follow-up video. Now, one thing that we do know from the new DLC, we have these 4 colored murals added in the game, directly inside or below where this mural stands. Inside of Mount Chiliad, we have these 4 murals in this secret base. On top of Mount Chiliad, we have this mural. And in line on the map from this mural, we have this mural. So they're all connected. They're all intertwined like a web, if you will. But on this yellow mural, we have the mural that's on top of Mount Chiliad located inside of the yellow one. And the yellow one, somehow, and some reason, and some why, okay, why the hell is the yellow one in a triangle, not like the shape of the mountain like this one was, okay? It's in a triangle, and it's mirrored. It's flipped. If you notice, it is flipped. We have the 3 small boxes on the left, and on this side, we have the 3 small boxes on the right. So, for some reason, in-game, when we see the yellow mural inside of the base of Mount Chiliad, it's flipped, it's mirrored, and we know that ROCKSTAR does play on that word, okay? They like to talk about perspectives, and there's even an achievement called New Perspective for playing the game for like 12 or 15 hours straight, or not straight, but cumulatively in first-person mode. So, Mirror Park Radio, There's a lot to do with mirroring in this game, so I thought that was very important to show that and keep this on my picture, showing you guys that there is a relevance with this yellow one. If anything, the yellow one is most connected to the mural found on top of Mount Chiliad, the one that I believe will ultimately lead to the solving and cracking of the Easter egg, because it's the one with the Easter egg on there. Okay, and because of more than one reason. We have the mural on it, we have the moon and or the sun phases on it, and we know that the observatory has revealed big information, right? Showing off the sun symbol with the right moon at the right solstice and time and everything. Big Easter egg found by Delta. I'll be doing another update video on that as well. I bring that up all the time, and it's such an old video. I have so many new viewers and followers that I need to make another video showing everybody this amazing discovery, because I don't want it to get lost in the sauce or left behind. It's very important, I think, and it's going to be utilized in solving this mystery. To this day, I still believe it. We also have a UFO on this image. Okay, we have a UFO down there. So we have a UFO tied to the UFO. We have the mural tied to the mural. We have other stuff as well. Now, if you guys take a look on the green one down here, let's zoom in. Let's go to the green one. We have this weird image that looks like, to me, it looks like a peyote plant. And we have the number 27. We know that there's 27 peyote plants in the game. Is that a coincidence? Well, I don't know. It's also green, the color of grass and plants and roots and all that shit, right? It's the color of earth. Now, this is the thing that's getting me thinking here. Right below it, we have Bigfoot. Do we not? We have the monkey, we have the evolution system into man, and then Bigfoot. So we went from monkey to man to Neanderthal. So it's almost like the circle of life, but then it's going back. It's like Back to the Future, right? In a weird way. Well, think about it this way. Rockstar gave us a huge clue the one day, and they told us it was not wise to start our hunt on a Tuesday, or whatever the fuck it was. It was a clue that they gave us in the coding, so all the code miners and all the data miners found out, wow, we have to do this Easter egg a certain way, and we found out about the golden peyote, and we found out about the weather that needed to be there for the golden peyote to spawn in the right time, and all that stuff had to be intricately in place for the golden peyote to spawn for us to become Bigfoot. And then Bigfoot was used to get to the bigger Easter egg, which was the beast. Okay, and then we ultimately had a showdown with the beast and Bigfoot, and you fight Bigfoot with the beast, and you win, and then you have beast unlocked in director mode. Now, do you see how this is all in a line and all makes sense like that? And then it's projecting to this human here, and you got all this stuff that kind of, you know, can kind of get you lost in the sauce if you don't know what you're looking at, or if you're not breaking it apart piece by piece and understanding it all as a whole. Well, I think that even though these are all separated by their own colors and their own images, they are all one piece to this puzzle. I believe understanding each quarter will help us understand the bigger picture, but I do believe these all together are the big picture. This is all that we have to look at to understand this mystery, basically. Everything that we see. Now, what I want to talk about is the connection to this. We know that right from this, at least, these three images, we know that peyotes are important, and they've been proven to be important because they're proven to, if anything, be utilized in the biggest Easter egg so far found and solved in the game, which was Bigfoot versus the Beast. If that's not the biggest Easter egg to date in this game, I don't know what is. That was huge. And what was utilized in that Easter egg? What was the biggest thing? Something that Rockstar has done before. They had a game called LA Noire, a game all about mysteries and detective work and hunting as a detective, right? And solving mysteries. That game was all about sound. Sound was the main thing that you had to utilize in that game while doing your detective work, because every little noise gave you an understanding. Am I done with this mystery? Am I done with this area? Is there more clues in the area? That whole game is driven by sound. And this whole entire mystery involving the peyotes and Bigfoot and the Beast was driven by sound as well, as you played Bigfoot, listening for the howls of Bigfoot to guide you to your next location. It was all driven by sound. Now, over here, I've even done discussion videos with a couple other hunters. Yes, Full Man. I've done discussions with Dibs. A lot of hunters that you guys watch on YouTube and follow on social media, they're all talking about these things, okay? We all know that this is the hot information, and this is what's going to lead us to the ultimate cracking of this Easter egg. Now, bear with me. I'm not trying to ramble, but I'm trying to explain myself as quickly as possible, so this is a fun-filled little fast video that will intrigue people that aren't here live, so they can want to jump in and watch it once it's full and completed. You know, if there's a 2-hour video, they're not going to want to jump in. So let's try to get this done without missing any information. And like I said, there's going to be a follow-up video where we go more in depth. It's going to be a longer broadcast. It's for the true hunters out there that really want to learn, understand, and help with the research. So let's take this apart from this piece. Now let's take a look at the yellow. We're not going to touch these two for right now. We do know that there's ties like the Infinite 8 Killer and other things, but we don't want to touch that right now. Let's leave it alone. Let's go ahead and take a look at these two. Now, these are not just randomly put on the screen also. These are in a certain order. When you walk into the underground base of Mount Chiliad, this is the same order that you see these colors. Okay, these murals, these color murals are in these 4 corners in the game. So it is red top left, the blue or purple, whatever, top right, the green bottom right, and the yellow bottom left. So, looking at this mural on the left, we have something that we brought up in the other episode, the previous episode where we talked about the murals. I think it was me and Dibs. We have the mural, and right below the mural, which is mirrored of this, we have this weird up and down, loopy, 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 with weird dots on this. Now, for those of you that don't know what this is, these are sine waves, okay? And sine waves, it's all, I don't want to get too in depth, like I said, but if you look, guys, there's a lot tying into sound on just this image alone. And this has a lot of the keys tying directly to this, okay? Tying directly to the mural itself. Like I said, the UFO, see the eye, okay? A lot of shit is important on this yellow one. This might be our most important one for right now. So understanding what this is right here, it's all tied to frequency. It's tied to hertz, thanks to Dibs. And, you know, looking at the guy, Avon Hertz, that's who we have in our Doomsday heist. Avon Hertz, like a frequency hertz, right? And also, I think it was Trippy Dagger that realized that Avon backwards is Nova, right? Going back to the stars, shoot for the stars. So, a lot of connections just in what they name their characters. Like I said, Rockstar hides clues everywhere, in every way. They're sneaky, guys. You gotta really pick everything apart. And it's obvious that there's a big Easter egg waiting for us to be cracked open. So, sine waves. We have sine waves right here. Let's take a look at an image that I discovered a while ago. This is on the beach in the game. Not too far away from where I am right now in the game, okay? It is right around here in the game. Right around here. Right along this boardwalk. You'll see it. Right by, like, the mask shop. Okay? You will take a look at that boardwalk and you'll find this sign. And it says sine waves. But if you look closer, if you take a look a little bit closer at this music store, Sine Waves Music Store, you'll notice that there's a line going straight through it horizontally, and then you got the loop, okay? You got the loop. And this is exactly what we're seeing on the mural, okay? And you got the disc right here, which some people could be relating to that golden disc that was sent in outer space, which connects to other images on these other murals as well. But like I said, I don't want to really get into that right now. So, but basically, we have a connection, and it's right underneath this mural, so it's important. Okay, follow the arrow, catch the arrow. That's on the map, our physical map in the game, in our game case. So, a lot of stuff is really important with sound. We do know that it's very important with already solving previous Easter eggs in the game, as I just explained all of this with Bigfoot, the peyotes, 27 peyotes in the game. All stuff added in with Next Gen, but nonetheless very important clues given to us by Rockstar. Whether this game was able to be solved day one or not, Rockstar has been giving us clues. So we understand that this is nothing else but more clues. And when you can really start to connect it, it makes a big deal. I did an episode a while ago called Right Between, or Right Before Our Ears, or Right Between, something like that. Like, instead of like right before our eyes, it's like right before our ears. I named the video something like that. And it was a very good episode. It was like 30 minutes long, and it was jam-packed with awesome information about how sound is really a big key element in the game. Even Chop, if you take Chop in your car with you as Franklin, he'll bark to certain radio stations and he won't bark to the others. And it's the same set stations every time. So does he like those stations? Does he not? Is that telling us something? It all leads back to frequency and CB radios, you twats. And the WOW signal. Okay, there's so much in this game with the Morse code, and it's all tying to sound, it's tying to frequencies. And since peyotes were focused on so heavily, so fucking heavily, with the Bigfoot and the Beast, and we really have to understand that Rockstar put these peyotes in the game for a reason. Why did they do it? I'm not too sure. I know that the recent single-player DLC, or not DLC, but update that they slipped in was the Ron podcast, which we don't seem to understand why they put that in the game, but it's a frequency, right? It's a sound, it's a station that we can listen to. So they're giving us stuff that we know is useful, and if we could just read between the lines. Now, I'm going to play on this peyote thing. I really believe that there's a reason why they had the characters come, or the people come into the studio to do the voices for their characters, to do 27 fucking peyotes, with each character having each dialogue for each fucking animal. Okay, that's a lot of money you're spending paying these guys to do all this shit, to come back in the studio and put this shit in the game, and all that stuff for what? We don't have animals online. It's only for single player. We have no use for these animals. There hasn't seemed to be any use for any animals in this game at all, except for the golden peyote with Bigfoot. Okay? Now, I believe that that is a statement that will be proven wrong over in time. I believe that there's useful peyotes in this game, and that's what the next video is going to be about when I talk about peyotes, and I'll be bringing up the dude. I might even have him on the broadcast, maybe even have Kairos Power in on it. But like I'm saying, guys, there's going to be another video, so don't be discouraged with the way this one ends. This is setting up for the next really insightful, very, very thoughtful and researched video. Honestly, you want to stay tuned for it. But what if the right peyote in the game is all we need to do, is all we need to have to trigger or activate the next step, maybe with the right requirements like 100% or being in the right location. We know that they're stressing it. I mean, their name is Rockstar, for Christ's sakes. Rockstars are what? Musicians, are they not? Okay, Rockstar is made up of the two brothers, right? The Hauser brothers, and they actually started off as musicians. They wanted to make it big in the music industry, but they did not get too far, so they ended up making video games. So music is a big deal to them, okay? And there's other locations in the game that are important with sound as well. I can keep on proving more and more about it, but I think most of you that been watching the channel know already and have seen what I've shown, that sound is huge and it's important, and it might be the key to solving this mystery. And for those of you that are new, you gotta trust me on this. I wouldn't waste my time wasting your time. So have a little bit of faith in what I'm telling you guys, and you know, I have the integrity, I have the honesty, I'm not fucking around. This is information I think we need to run with. There's even guys that are now downloading the files for the codes in the game for the sound files, because they know that sound is important. Everyone is catching on to this. Thank God that we're all catching on to this. So what I want to talk about is the animals that might be relevant, okay? And I'm going to get more involved with this, like I said, in another video, because I have some information that I'm withholding right now because I want to make this video good. And it's probably not going to be a live stream. It's probably going to be a set video, so it's going to, you know, be edited and taken care of. But guys, what if the right peyote is all we need to crack this mystery open? Let's take a look at what we have in the game right here after I reconnect my controller.
What is wrong with you? I don't feel very good. Oh, I feel amazing. I feel, wow, this is great. This is better than... This is the way it's gonna be. Me in charge of everything. You, nobody, fucks with an orca. Orcas fuck with everything. Who wants a piece? Who wants a go? Huh? Who? Who? Nobody. Nobody. That's who. Nobody fucks with you because you are the best that ever was. Nobody.
So honestly, when you pick certain characters, because Michael has his own dialogue for becoming, say, an orca or any animal, each animal, there's 3 different dialogues for. Michael, Trevor, and Franklin, depending on who eats the peyote. And there's 27 peyotes, but each peyote gives you different animals that you can become, right? So, it's all randomized and which animal you need to be, right? Which animal you happen to get. Now, for what reason? Just to swim around for 10 minutes and say I'm fucking bored? Rockstar knows that. Rockstar knows we're going to get bored of this shit quick. They know that. But there is something that we can learn from becoming a peyote. The first thing that we can learn is listen to what the characters are talking about. Sometimes you'll hear Michael or Trevor or Franklin definitely disagree with what they are. They don't want to be a certain animal. They'll say it. They'll be upset that they are that animal, and they'll be disgusted with it. Or they'll be happy as fucking shit for being that animal. And it doesn't change. It's always the same way. Michael loves being an orca. Okay? And that should be the first sign. What animals do they like? What animals don't they like? And see which animals tie each character to what colors, right? Land, water, and maybe more. Okay, with the third color is going to be hard because is it the purple or blue color for the wind, for the flying? You know, there's a way to look at it. That's how I'm kind of looking at it. But the most important thing is, what can these animals offer us? Some animals, you know, can attack, like the orca. He can bite like this. That's his attack. Some animals make noises. Some animals don't. Some animals shit. Some animals don't. Well, the orcas, and this is what Rockstar does. They play on real life, guys. They play on real life, but they add their own twist. The orcas are one of the smartest animals in the world. They are more intelligent than human beings, from certain people's opinions. They have their own way of communicating underwater using frequencies. And Rockstar even put that in this game. Take a listen to when I click in my left stick. I'm getting different, like, screams and yells or frequencies from this orca, like I would get different horns from a space docker. Okay? And certain ones sound a little bit more, like, communicative than other ones. And we have things underwater that are still a mystery, like the underwater hatch. Something that is giving us a signal, like Morse code. We have things in this game that are just brushed off as an Easter egg, but maybe utilized as more and possibly even triggers or activations of further, you know, progression within this mystery. And ever since I've played as the orca and I learned about them more in real life, I realized, wow, these are really in-depth animals that are constantly being studied. They're very brilliant creatures. And it's funny because Rockstar, you know, when I play as a shark, nothing happens when I click in my left stick. I'm just a fucking shark. He bites and he does shit just like the orca does this little hump-a-doodly-doo when I hit my trigger. But they made sure to give animals like the dolphins these little clicks like that. They give the orcas the frequencies. And I'm wondering if at the right area, the right location, the right time in game, the right completion of the game, whatever, I don't know what the prerequisites may be, but what if, just like Bigfoot was able to fight the beast, what if I'm supposed to do something as this orca, or use this sound when I'm the orca somewhere? Like, for example, each time that Michael picks up the peyote underwater and he's a shark, he talks about being an apex predator and wants to go and kill something. He says, I want to go kill something. Each time. I recorded the game clips on my fucking console. I think I might even be able to show you guys that. Actually, let me take a quick look. Yeah, I don't want to screw it up. But honestly, like, that's honestly the way it goes. Like, he talks about the apex predator. We know that that's a huge deal with the descriptions of cars and the apex predator billboard right there at the Sinner's Passage mural in the city. Now, there's other animals in this game, and I'm not going to ruin my video and ruin other people's research, because Illuminati spent a lot of time on it, and so have I, and so have other people like Kairos, like I mentioned. I don't want to ruin any information, although I'm really pumped, and I really can't wait to bring this information out, so I'll make sure that this video does come out soon. I'll be working hard on it, guys. But the next video I come out with talking about peyotes is going to tie more of this theory together to where it's not just an idea or a thought or a what if. It's going to be more plausible and relevant, and hopefully more people will see and hear that and really, you know, jump on board with helping us trial and error some stuff. See, hear that? I'm hearing that weird noise from the dolphin right now. And how many times are you underwater where you hear some ridiculous, monstrous shit, dude? Like there's a creature down there, or there's something down there. And they keep giving us, like, clues, like taking a picture of all the wildlife with the next gen, right? These peyotes came with next gen. Well, so does that whole taking the wildlife pictures. Taking wildlife pictures got us to Kraken submarine. Why are they giving us a submarine that's better than their original one? Why is it named the Kraken? And why are we going underwater after we beat the game? What's there? What do we need underwater, right? Well, maybe there's something underwater, guys, that we really could be utilizing, and that's why we have these peyotes. Peyotes were so far used, like I said, in solving the biggest Easter egg in the game, which is Bigfoot and the Beast. So why would these 27 other peyotes be useless? What if an eagle or a flying animal, what if that gave you better vision? Something that you can see now that you're an eagle more than when you're Michael, Trevor, or Franklin. What if underwater, like I said, at the right frequency with the right animal or sound might trigger or activate something? What if I'm like say a dog, right? Dogs have senses, right? You even play as Chop with his senses in the mission shop. What if the dog can smell something or see something that you, or hear something, they have better hearing as well, that you can't normally hear in the game as Michael, Trevor, or Franklin? There's a reason for these peyotes, and there's a reason why we got these peyotes given to us again in the game with clues on these murals, these new murals. And there's a reason why they're focusing on sound and letting us know by the imagery. They've given it to us before, they've hinted at it, and guys, just like we focus on the space doctor for fucking ever and the different horns, well, why wouldn't we focus on the different animals and their abilities as well? Because you know what? There is something that I'll be bringing up soon that most people missed. It's going to blow a lot of people away. Something that an animal in this game does reveal that nobody realized reveals. And that's what I'm setting up for. So I'm going to leave it on a cliffhanger like that, guys. There is something big coming your way, and the answer might lie in the right peyote to play as. So I really hope you guys are down and on board and willing to jump in and do the trial and error with us. Like I said, join the CHILIAD Mystery Club on the Xbox. Join the community on the PS4 solving the CHILIAD mystery. I really can't wait to get together with other hunters, talk about this stuff, research this stuff, do online videos together. Guys, let's get this thing solved. It's over 4 years, and it's still yet to be solved. Let's do this shit already, guys. Let's knock this shit out of the water. So stay tuned, as a new video coming your way might just blow this mystery out of the water, so to speak. Let's give a shout out to everybody that's jumping in the chat right now. We have Benjamin Rice, Rocky91, Anonymous Hacker, I'm the Black Panther, Russ Hunt. We have Tucanis Pasmanan. We have Valkyrin, Josino, Living on the Edge. All you guys, thank you so much for jumping in. Honestly, I appreciate it so much. Let me see what some of you guys have been saying really quick before I bounce out of here, just in case you guys have been saying something. Let's see. Nice, Rocky. You got to put them in the right order. Yes. I wonder if it's the right, the right people have to pick up the right peyotes. Kind of like the triathlons. Is the right triathlon, like how specific did this game get? We know that there's coding that matches up with the mural on Mount Chiliad, like being at the top of the mountain with 100% health and wearing the right set of clothing and masks or whatever, shows that it activates a trigger of some sort, but we haven't seemed to get that right combination together yet. Maybe it's the right day of the week as well. With weather, we know that they do that a lot. I even seen a video on Not.4's channel a while ago, like 6 months or so ago, and I think it was a video that was very interesting that nobody seems to talk about anymore, and I believe it's still unsolved. And I don't think it was bullshit, but if it is, I'm sorry for talking about it, but I remember him bringing up a video where the code people found in the codes, all the code guys, found that if you're a chicken, okay, chicken peyote, and you make it into a certain fountain in the city, it'll actually trigger a cutscene or something that we have never seen in the game before. And the only problem is it seems impossible to get that chicken peyote into that fountain. But the problem is how many people are actually trying, and how many people are just sitting around waiting for somebody to show a video of when it's finally done. We need more people to be active on this, guys. Why was that never investigated? The chicken and the egg, for Christ's sakes, guys, that might be huge. That might be all we need. We really don't know. I just heard a bell or a jingle in my game. Did you guys just hear that? Whoa, what was that? I just heard like a Santa Claus jingle or something just now. Time is it in the game? Friday at 1922. So that's all I'm saying, guys, is, there's stuff that's been brought out before and stuff that's never been followed up on. There's 2 UFOs that circle the map that I brought up. Huge discovery that nobody really seems to look into anymore, and I still think that that's important. I still think it's important that I seen those 2 UFOs when the song on the pier was saying, look up in the sky, I'm Superman flying by, and I looked up in the sky and I seen the 2 dots in the distance circling the map. Coincidence? Maybe. I don't know. I think the right place, the right time, the right sound, the right weather, all that stuff is in play, guys. You gotta think. There's games out there like Trials Fusion, right? Or Trials HD, whatever it was, the side-scrolling motocross game. They don't have the budget that Rockstar does. I'm sorry. They don't come close to being able to do what Rockstar could do. And they were able to put a mystery in their game that people did not believe in. They were like, dude, you guys that are talking about this are full of shit. You're thinking too much into a game. They're not going to have an Easter egg this elaborate. Well, the game required you to play stuff backwards, like the music and the songs backwards, and ultimately find coordinates in the game that sent you to real-life coordinates where people had to go to real-life locations and dig up real-life boxes underground that had fucking keys in these boxes, and one of those keys unlocks a fucking another box in 100 years from now under the fucking Eiffel Tower. I know it sounds like crazy hocus pocus, but look it up. I dare you, if you don't believe, look it up. Trials HD, the Trials HD Easter egg, look it up and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And that seemed way overboard, and people did not believe in that. Oh, that's bullshit, they said, and it's true. Now, Rockstar has always been known to top and go above and beyond and destroy any competition or anything out. Whenever they come out with a game, it is just #1. It dominates. You think that they're not going to put a mystery in their game that's going to be epic as fuck and hard as fuck to solve? There's still games, guys, now from like the 64 getting fucking found out about. Like, games like today, there's Easter eggs being solved for the first time from, like, Final Fantasies back in the day and Wave Race 64. Okay, 12 years later and shit. 4 years is not, you know, the biggest amount of time in a game where, oh, there must be nothing else. Bullshit. Rockstar, it's going to pay off. Just put it this way. You stick with it. You know it's there. You've done the research. Those of you that are involved know it's there. Know we're going to solve it. Don't give up on it before it's solved, because you're going to feel like shit when you didn't help crack it and you gave up too soon. So, I'm going to leave you guys with that. Stay tuned for the next video or broadcast, because, guys, I'm coming at you with some animalistic, predatory, I don't even know what to say, peyote masterpiece fucking gameplay extravaganzas for you motherfuckers. So thank you guys so much. Keep your ears peeled and your eyes open, motherfuckers. And think. Sometimes it's right before our eyes. And our ears. Stay tuned. Take it easy. And stay looking out for that next GTA stream. I'm also going to be broadcasting some other stuff as well. So those of you that are joining up for the other broadcasts, I really appreciate it. Most of you guys just join up to watch the GTA content. But those of you that do join up for the Star Wars and the other stuff, a big round of applause to you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the stream, even if it's not GTA. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video or broadcast. One more time, a big shout out to everyone that's here. Benjamin Rice, Flair0080. Flair0080 says, keep your mouth open and your knees bent. And your ass oiled, baby. We got Acid Crash and Burn. Juby Villy. All you guys, thank you so much. Jay Freeman, The Beast, Nuclear Nixons. Thank you guys all for jumping in. I appreciate it. And stay tuned, because the next broadcast of GTA 5 might just be what we need to get one little inch further in solving and progressing within this Chiliad mystery. Thank you all. It was an honor. It was a pleasure. Let's find this motherfucking treasure. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Ta-ta. And as motherfucking always, peace.